Oklahoma City's win sets up a meeting with Golden State in the West Finals. This series features the last 3 MVPs, 6 of the last 7 scoring champs, and 5 All-Stars from this season. Steph talked about the matchup.
Last 3 years against them, it's been pretty entertaining games. Most of the time going down to the wire. So you can only imagine what it'll be like in the playoffs. Every possession is going to be key. Defensively, we got to stay focused, just try to make them take tough shots, even though they're probably going to make some tough ones. Rebound the ball and don't turn it over. That's our recipe against them.
We're absolutely going to have to play better defense. I think we're just going to have to play better overall, and I feel like we will. Obviously, we missed Steph for the first 3 games of that series, and then we were incorporating him back in. And, so we should be whole, assuming we get Andrew back. But different challenge. This is a much bigger team. Rebounding will be key. Got to get the loose balls and keep them at bay on the glass.
The Warriors are in the conference finals for the 2nd straight year, for the first time since the Rick Barry days of 75 and 76. Meanwhile, OKC is in the conference finals for the 4th time in 6 seasons, thanks to the dynamic duo of KD and Russ. Rick Kamla, Dennis Scott, Grant Hill eagerly awaiting the West Finals Monday on TNT. You call this series
must-see TV.
And Grant, do you expect Stephen Curry and Russell Westbrook to go toe-to-toe for 2 weeks, or do you look for cross-matching?
Cross-matching all the way. I mean, I could see at times maybe Westbrook at times in the game guarding Curry, maybe down the stretch in moments. But no, I think there'll be cross-matches. I think it'll be a track meet. You know, you might have Klay Thompson guarding Westbrook, and then conversely, Westbrook guarding him on the other end, putting Roberson or some more length on Curry. So yeah, I mean, it'd be great to see two of the best point guards in the game going head to head, but I don't anticipate seeing that too much.
Yeah, I agree with you, Grant. It's going to be a cross matchup. That's why, to Steve Kerr's point, the defense has to be superb, because now the communication in transition is going to be key. Because we know if you miss one of the splash brothers in transition, that's a 3. You know Draymond Green's going to be trailing if you're not communicating. That's a 3. And now Robinson made a few 3s the other night. You're saying to yourself, can he start making 3s for OKC? Because he's going to be the open guy. Steve Kerr's going to say he's going to have to beat us in the half-court set. But cross-matching is going to be the key of the series.
What role will size play in this series?
I think it's going to be big, because the way Kanter and the way Adams have played lately, I think now Steve Kerr has to figure out, is Bogut going to be healthy? Do I put in Varejao more? Now, how do I match up with that size? Some people say maybe small ball. You move Durant to the 4. I don't know, Grant. I think size is going to be the bigger thing.
Well, you know what? I mean, look, the bottom line, the best lineup for Golden State is when they go small. We saw that last year in the playoffs and obviously all this year. But you know what? Bogut, Festus Ezeli, they're going to have to be big, play big. And I don't know if you play them at the same time out there, but I think they're going to have a presence. Hopefully he'll be healthy, and you know, he's dealing with a quad injury there. But yeah, it's going to be size. I mean, they have done a masterful job this year. Adams, Kanter, Ibaka, just dominating interior, defensively, offensively, active bodies. When you have high energy bigs that understand who they are and play within themselves, it's a pretty dangerous matchup.
You guys were small forwards back in your day. Kevin Durant obviously plays that position, averaged 36 in 3 meetings with GSW in the regular season, all Warrior wins. How do you anticipate the Warriors trying to defend the great Durant?
Well, I think they're going to put a lot of pressure on Harrison Barnes to try to play him straight up. The key for KD is, will you try to get to your sweet spot below the free throw line? If you settle for a lot of jump shots, 3-point shots, now you're going to play into GSW's defense. So I look for Billy D to try to get KD moved around a little bit. Very similar in this series. You've seen a couple of these highlights right here, catching the ball in that mid-post and attacking right away. Because we know in transition, you know you're going to shoot your amount of 3s, but I think you have to start down low to really attack Harrison Barnes.
And this highlight clip right here, I think, says it all. Like you're saying, you have to mix and match. You can't settle. You know, I think Golden State will play him straight up. They may throw some bodies at him here and there, but I think you can't settle. You got to get to the paint, get to the free throw line, pull-up game. You got to reach deep into the bag of tricks and bring it all out there and keep their defense off balance, because if you take long shots and they get the rebounds, they're off in transition, and you're not getting to the line, you're not putting them in foul trouble. So it's important for KD to be aggressive, putting the ball on the floor and getting to the paint.
I love that both teams are super, super hungry. It's going to be fascinating. Masterpiece Theater.